Hey guys, welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. So as promised, we're going to go through every single boss fight on the Doom Tower for this first month, and probably every month afterwards because it's always a bit different, you know, depending on which one comes up. So this is hard mode. I want to stress this is on hard mode, but if you use this team on normal mode, you will destroy the boss, so this equates to both difficulties, whatever you're wanting to do. But yes, we're doing it on hard mode. This is week 1, day 1 boss. So this is the very first boss we'll face, which is the Magma Dragon, and we're just going to go ahead with the team that I used to complete it. It's a pretty high-end team, I'm not going to lie. It's got Lydia, so you need to have completed Faction Wars, but there's loads of alternatives to this. You know, I've just used Lydia for the defense down and weaken really, but you could easily use Razin, so there's another good alternative. You can use Anaya or Anya, whatever you call her. She does it both. Let's just go ahead with this. So you've got the first two waves coming up, and they're actually pretty easy. I'm just going to hit auto. Yeah, that's a bunch of Dracos, which could be quite difficult to some folk. Boom. Oh, she used the Hearthseeker. Right, so we get to the Magma Dragon. Let's turn it off auto. So he's got a bunch of abilities here. So his first one, obviously, like most bosses, he's immune to stun, freeze, sleep, hex, block cooldown skills, all this kind of stuff. He's actually not immune to provoke, which is pretty cool. Makes it a bit easier because you can get around the hex that way. He instantly places a hex on this passive for 4 turns, and he's the only other boss that uses a hex. The other one is the only other boss apart from the Minotaur that uses hex, which makes it pretty cool because hex is a cool ability. Hex actually means that the person who has hex takes a ton of damage effectively. Places a hex debuff for 4 turns on an enemy whenever they remove a hex debuff from themselves or an ally. So you can't get rid of the hex. That's a really cool thing. Well, you can. I'll explain that in a minute. It will ignore block damage, shield, and unkillable buffs, and 100% of defense attacking hex debuffed enemies. So basically, it makes them totally fucked. Instantly removes any HP burn debuffs placed on the dragon and replaces them with heal. So you definitely don't want to try and burn the dragon. That's a terrible idea. And trying to remove the hex is a terrible idea as well, because it's just going to put more on, and you need to protect the person that has hex on them. So, as expected, it's going to have an AoE with an HP burn, and it also places a hex on an enemy with the lowest HP, and it can't be resisted or blocked. Now, the only way I've found really to get rid of it is if you use someone like Abyss or Lysandra, you can actually transfer the debuff back. So that is probably the best way to deal with it. At the moment on this is the first 10 levels, stage 10 on hard, I don't really need to use it because I'm just going to kill him that quickly anyway. His A2 attacks all enemies, instantly activates any HP burn debuffs on a target, and decreases the duration of those HP burn debuffs by 1 turn. And the A1 is just attacks, decreases turn meter, and will always attack enemies under hex debuffs. So incidentally, I've not actually tried to see if Veil gets around that. I'm assuming it will. But anyway, we're just going to hit auto here because I will pretty much easily kill this guy. The Hearthseekers do quite a lot of damage. So there you go. See, I've been hex on the lowest health guy, which was the Royal Guard. So this guy will get a lot harder than this when you go up the levels. Much harder. He will still kill someone. There you see, I had the unkillable on, but he still managed to kill the Royal Guard. So yeah, it's going to have to build a totally different team when I go up, but at the moment, this kills it pretty easy. You can just hit auto and it'll fly through this one. Any max HP champions, you know, Cold Hearts, Royal Guards, anything like that, Septimus if you have them, will be pretty good. I just use Sir Nick just because I just wanted to use him. You don't really need to use Sir Nick. You could use a bunch of different champions for this. I'm not going to lie, it's not the hardest level in the world. But again, when we do the stage, whatever it is, stage 70 or 80, whenever you get to him next, this will be a different story. But thanks for tuning in, guys. That is the first boss on the first day, stage 10 Magma Dragon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the next boss video tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. Peace.